All right, all right. So we've now completed all of the Gears games. It's very important. Hey, we have to think this through, okay, Miguel? All right. We have to think this through. Okay. So we'll start with Gears Pop because I played this back in the day. We'll put this D tier because it was bad. Realistically, I actually played it too much, but it was just Clash Royale with Gears characters, which was kind of cute, but also it kind of died for a reason. I have no clue what you're talking about, Diego, but I might have bumped it to S tier if I knew about that. All right, now Gears Tactics we haven't played, so we're not going to rank Gears Tactics. Gears 2, easily, in my opinion, the best game in the franchise. We're going mostly off campaign here, because I really haven't played enough, especially of the modern multiplayer games. So we'll put Gears 2 S tier. I feel like that's when the Gears story was really starting to hit. And also Fighting the Locust is just top tier. The only like downside to Gears 2 is a lot of the campaign is like very, I don't know if gray is the right color, but gray, because it's all in like the underground section basically, and the game is very it looks the same for a lot of the game in my opinion, but I think it's still by far the best game. Oh yeah, Judgment isn't on this list. All right, Gears Tactics is going to be Judgment. Good point. All right, so we got Gears 2 at the top. Now we still got to rate the original Gears and Gears 3, and for me those are just one tier below Gears 2. I think Gears 3 has some of the best gameplay in the franchise, but I just don't like fighting the Lambent as much as the Locust. They explode and they pissed me off. And Gears 1, like, amazing game. Like, it started the franchise, absolute banger. But I don't feel like the story was actually very deep in the first Gears. I feel like it was very light on story, but obviously the gameplay and like the atmosphere and stuff was really good. All right, so that leaves us Ultimate Edition. I feel like Ultimate Edition, you got to put one tier down from the original Gears because it's just a remake. Plus it adds all the PC levels that I think are just worse than the regular levels in the game. Plus the graphics, while prettier, take a little bit away from like the original aesthetic of the game. So you knock it a little bit. All right. So that leaves us Judgment 4 and 5. And then I feel like we need another tier here. I think we need another tier. How do I don't know how to add a tier. Add row below. Perfect. All right. We're moving Pop down here. Okay. We'll just put this in the Gears. We'll put this in the mobile slop tier. That's a good tier list. All right. So I think realistically Judgment goes here. D tier. For me, Judgment's gameplay is good. The problem with Judgment is the way they tell the story and the way they do the levels just isn't, in my opinion, nearly as good as like the original trilogy that it came after. Like the levels are very like they're very arcadey because it's all about the score attack of Judgment. So we're gonna give it a D tier. Now we are also gonna give 5 a D tier, but we're gonna give 5 a D tier that's slightly above Judgment. And 5, the reason I have it in D tier is the fucking comms chatter is the stupidest shit I've ever heard in my life. The characters do not shut up. I've never heard of the characters are just yapaholics, and that's really all there is to it. Plus the writing's pretty bad. The gameplay though in Gears 5 honestly is pretty decent. Now Gears 4, this might be controversial. We're going to give it a C tier. And the reason we're going to give it a C tier is the start of Gears 4 where you fight the robots sucks. Once you get past the robots and you have the linear style levels, I think Gears 4 is actually a good Gears game. Way better than the open world sections of Gears 5, which is also why 5 is D tier. I think I actually just changed my opinion. Judgment's going to go above 5 because Judgment has the epilogue, and the epilogue is like the best part of the game. And Gears 5, the open world sections tilted me so much that it has to be the worst game. So yeah, that's my ranking. We got Gears 2, Gears 3 and Gears 1 are like equal for me. Then we got Ultimate Edition. Then we got 4. Then we got Gears Judgment. Then 5. And then we have the mobile slop tier. I don't think the bonus mission sucked, in my opinion. So yeah, that's I like color in Gears. I feel like the color in Gears 3 was perfect. The game is very colorful compared to the original 2 games. I think it looked very good. Now the modern games, like with all the skins and stuff, can get a little much in my opinion. But yeah, so there's Gears. So that would be my rankings of the actual games.